How's it going, everyone? Marriland here. That's right, it's time for Marriland's Pokémon X Wedlocke. Yes, you heard me correctly, Wedlocke. That's right, a Wedlocke is a variation of a Nuzlocke that I did come up with quite a ways back. I think back in 2012, if you believe it or not. And I figure, you know what, I've never actually done on my channel just a plain old Wedlocke for Pokemon X or Pokemon Y. So let's go ahead and get to this. One thing I want to mention though, this will be challenging. I am imposing some very difficult extra rules to this challenge, such as a level limit, no items being able to be used in battle other than Pokeballs and held items, and yeah, no PSS, Pokemon Me, Super Training, Experience Share, Mega Evolution. Had to fight all the Trainers of Death. There's Gift Clause, which is kind of nice. Basically just means I can get Lapras. And yeah, Forest Encounters, so I do not get a chance to catch Snorlax. Yeah, so if you want to know more about the rules, check out the description of this video. It will kind of explain them a little bit better. If you have any questions, you can ask, but it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. And that's great, because a lot of people think that this game isn't very tough, and let me tell you, it is. It is one of the toughest games if you applies the proper challenges to it. It's great. I love it. It's a game that I could go back and play so many times. It is one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite, Pokemon game of all time. And I could play it so many times without getting bored. I know a lot of people don't like it. I love it, okay? This is the game that I wish Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care for those all that much when X and Y just blew me away. Anyway, this is a very tough decision, except for the fact that it's not, because the girl has way better clothes, alright? But I also just want to kind of point something out. I've done a total of 3 Pokemon X or Y playthroughs on my channel. Alright, 2 of them have been the boy, 1 of them has been the girl, so I'm gonna balance it out. This one will be played as the girl, besides, she has way better clothes, okay? I'm gonna go with the middle one right here, and yeah, let's go ahead and give him a name. So, it is April 1st right now, and you know what? What better of a name than April? Yeah, that's right. I never like to name the trainers after myself unless it's just a standard adventure. In this case, this is April's adventure. This is her story. This is her Wedlocke, and she will be the hero of the story, I guess. Or at least hopefully. Alright, Trebian. Yes, hopefully I finally pronounced that right. Because it seems like every single time I mispronounce that. Whoops, my bad. Alright, anyway, into the world of Pokemon we go. Where we'll start, nobody knows. Actually, no, I know exactly where we're going to start. We're going to start at the same place that we've started in the last 3 playthroughs of this game. But you know what? I don't care. It's so amusing watching this fletchling just own me in bed every single time. Just watch this. Just... boom! It's so rude. Like, really? Really? Oh man, this is also the first Nuzlocke / Wedlocke that I have not streamed for this channel. So the X and Y sleep, what was it? Wonder Sleep Lock versus thing. That was a stream. That was an archive. The Y Wonder Wedlocke Wednesday thing. That was also a stream. This is a full-fledged series. There's no Wonderlock portion of it. We're playing with just the Pokemon that are available in the game, and that's actually a lot of fun. There are so many Pokemon available that it just makes it, oh, so enjoyable. I love it. Oh man, but you know what I don't love? Opening up the door when you just move in, and then there's like people outside just already waiting there, just lurking. Like, who are you loiterers? What are you doing outside my house? Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying it, okay? Yeah, name's Calum, and I'm Shauna! Alright, yeah. Can you just, like, skedaddle, please? I have other stuff I need to do. Actually, I don't, so I might as well follow them around. Actually, I do. So, two things. First of all, I want to set some of this stuff, and I do want to mention, as difficult as I am making this game, one thing I am not doing is setting the battle style to set. Setting this to set is great on a Nuzlocke if you want to add extra challenges. However, since you can only fight in pairs on a Wedlocke, and that really restricts who you can switch, I've tested this on a Crystal Sleeplock over on, well, it was a Sleeplock Wedlocke combo over on my Twitch channel, and it basically just meant the only viable Pokemon ever are extremely bulky things. So, Wedlocks are better played on Switch. You're not a noob if you're doing that. It's fine. If you do want to add some challenge to a normal Nuzlocke, yeah, definitely play around on set. I've done that before. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot harder, but it's so much better when you can actually switch between all 6 of your Pokemon, which is why I don't recommend it for a Wedlocke, because you don't have that freedom. Oh, the other thing. So, to determine my starter Pokemon, I go with the trainer ID. This is a tradition that I started back in my Emerald Nuzlocke in 2012, and it basically goes like this. If the last digit, that's the digit on the farthest right of your trainer ID, starts with 1, 2, or 3, then you pick the grass-type starter, regardless of which game you're playing. If it starts with 4, 5, or 6, you start with the fire-type starter. If it starts with 7, 8, or 9, you start with the water-type starter. And if it's a 0, then you move a digit to the left. So the 4th digit from the left will be, it'll be the one that you'll use, in case the final digit is a 0. All right, let's take a look. My starter Pokemon will be Froakie, because it is a 9. Look at that. All right, so guess we're gonna go with that. All right, Froakie. All right, fine. We can deal. We can deal. It feels like I've started with Froakie a few times already, though. But hey, you know what? That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so we got all these jokers here waiting for me. Just, I don't know, what are we all doing here? Can I call you Lady A? No, she's a little A for sure. Oh, this dialogue. All right, Akins, like the Atkins diet? I don't even know. You know what? It's April 1st. There's only one name we can go with here. You gotta call her Fool. Oh, yes, that's right. She's April Fool. Yes, call me Fool. I'm not even fooling around. All right, so the moment of truth. Let's pick our starter. Get Froakie. Will I ever get a grass type? I don't think I ever will. All right, so we get a water type Froakie here, which I used in my Pokemon X adventure way back. All right, now we are gonna give this thing a nickname. We need to kind of stick with a theme. I like to do naming themes for a lot of my Nuzlockes and Wedlocks. In this case, I'm going to name all of my Pokemon after spices and herbs. And it's not like super strict, like, you know, maybe things that you'd put in tea or something like that. It's kind of to my discretion. Nothing that I've already named one of my Pokemon. Anyway, let me take a moment. I've already prepared a list of names that I've, can kind of use for consideration. If you have suggestions, feel free to place them in the comments. I mean, not for this Froakie, of course, but for future Pokemon, if you know what's coming up in any area. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at the list, and I will be right back. All right, so you know what? We're going to name him Sage. It's a kind of plain spice. It has a interesting flavor to it, but I don't know. I guess I always think of frogs as kind of sagely and everything. So yeah, they'll be kind of wise and all that stuff. Okay. Anyway, get a Pokedex. That's just swell. Thank you so much, kid. Doing the work of the professor who didn't even want to show his face. In fact, he even brings a letter to give to my mom? Like, who is this guy? Why is he giving random kids stuff to give to my mom? It's just so weird. All right, well, whatever the case, let me take a look at my new Froakie, Sage. Hey, buddy. Lower attack. You got a timid nature. That's actually not terrible for him. Huh. Alright. I mean, it'll kind of stink early on, because all you got is Bubble right now. Although I guess Bubble's better than it was in earlier games. So this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Fool, wait! What'd you call me? Alright, let's fight against Shauna! Shauna. Alright, Shauna. Shauna? Gonna shower no mercy to you. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, you got your Fennekin. And I got this guy. Alright, Sage. Yeah, bubble that thing. Bubble, toil, and trouble. Ooh, get the speed decrease. Not that it really matters, but, felt good regardless. Bam! Haha! Alright, well, that's that. Gained a level. And I can go on with my business now. Don't even gain an attack, darn it. Yeah, your Fennekin is gone, Shauna. It is gone. That thing is out of here. Thanks for healing up my Pokemon. Say hi to your mom for me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. I know I've played through this part so many times. And I'd say it doesn't get old, but it kind of does after a while. But that's okay, because I think the rest of the game really makes up for it. Let's see. So, yeah, I got my own Pokemon. But you know what? All I really want right now, I just want me a change of clothes. I want you to sit down on that couch, have some tea, knock yourself out for a while, watch some TV, dream of this sycamore fella, and give me my clothes before I go, because I have to be an adult and go through this world. Oh, town map? Mom, I wanted clothes. Oh, darn it. No, I already knew how to use the town map. Why must you do this? Okay, so I have clothes, but I can't change just anywhere. That would be indecent now, wouldn't it? What you looking at, you card? Yeah, I have to wait until I get to the first Pokemon Center before I can change my clothes. Yeah. Alright, skedaddle. Scoot! So, one thing kind of funny, I almost always forget that there's a house over here, and I don't even know whose house this is. Oh, it's Kalen's house. Well, huh. And, oh, I don't even know whose house this is. Got a side door and everything? Is that like a garage or like a stable? I don't even know. Oh, would you look at that? You got out a pair of running shoes, my young friend. I can't see a pair without thinking of the old jingle they used to play in their commercials. To dash, dash, dash in a flash, flash, flash. Press the B button to dash in a flash. Yeah, just press that B button. I don't think I ever talked to this guy. Wait, what? If the time comes, I hope I can trust my son with a Pokemon. Going out on a Pokemon journey really helps you mature, you see. Well, I don't know. He's got a pretty fine-looking beard there. Maybe it's time to finally let him go. Huh? Don't you think? Someday, don't worry. Your day will come eventually there, pal. I'm going to guess that there's probably a kid up here. Yeah, I think he was actually talking about this little Rugrat, but... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. My boy is absolutely enamored with that rat your mother brought with her. So this is how children come to marry Pokemon trainers, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's totally this guy that he's gonna go out on an adventure at some point, right? Okay, there's one other thing. Where's the science guy? Right here. Science is amazing! Yeah, it is. I love science. Okay, let's dilly-dally back to Route, well, actually, we haven't been to Route 2 yet. We can't do anything on Route 1 because it's boring. But over here, we can get stopped by this guy. Another hiker. There are a lot of hikers. Like, this is the third hiker we've seen. And I don't know. There's just nothing really to hike around here. Okay, so one thing I want to point out. The second row in this patch of grass will always trigger a fight against Pidgey. Every single time. So, well, at least the first time you cross through it. Because of that, I do not count it as my first encounter, no matter what. I'm going to wait until after I've gotten the Pokeballs up ahead before I actually start counting things. But just in case you're playing a Nuzlocke and it's like, wow, I get a Pidgey. You could actually buy Pokeballs before fighting this thing, but really the question is, why? Why restrict yourself to just a Pidgey when you could get a Pidgey or something else? Yeah, so I typically do not count this. There's also a Snorlax on Route 7 that will receive the similar treatment. I do not count the Snorlax on Route 7 as my encounter. I must knock it out. That way I can get something on Route 7, because otherwise Snorlax blocks the path. Oh, hi, fool. All right, you call me a fool. Okay, so we get to watch Calum show off here. Like, yeah, look at me. I'm a hotshot. I got 50 Pokeballs, and I'm gonna catch this Bunnelby without even trying, because I'm Calum. I look kind of stuck up, but I'm Calum. It's okay. I'm sorry. He kind of does look stuck up, all right? I don't mean to judge people, but, like, there's just something kind of arrogant about him. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, he thinks he knows everything so much better than you. And it's only the rival character, all right? If you're actually playing as the boy, you got, like, that hat on. You don't look that braggadocious, but I don't know. He just looks like he always is about to say something, like how much better he is than you. And most of the time, it seems like it's right. So, yeah. Wow, the Pokemon went inside the Pokeball. Yeah, what did you think? Seriously, what did you think? Anyway, I get 10 Pokeballs, which is very generous. That's definitely nice. Do you think I catch Pokemon with them too? This just in, Shauna asking dumb questions. Full story at 10. Yeah, that's really not a surprise. Anyway, get out of here, Shauna. But I have my Pokeballs, so I can actually catch a Pokemon. Being a Wedlocke, I need to catch a female Pokemon to pair with my Froakie. Any male Pokemon I encounter do not count. This is a male Bunnelby, so it does not count towards my first encounter. I have to get a female Pokemon. That's just how it goes in a Wedlocke. And, yeah, if you have not read the rules of a Wedlocke or seen the video on it, I recommend you do that right now. And before anyone says, wait, that's not fair, why can't you pair up two boys? There is a variation that allows that if you want. I'm just choosing not to play that way. It's nothing personal, it's just, that's kind of how I originally made the Wedlocke. It's how I find it most fun, and I'm personally straight. If you're of any sort of sexuality, whatever it is, hey, all the power to you, but you know, you probably wouldn't want to force me to be a certain way. I wouldn't want to force you to be a certain way. Let's just embrace it. Yeah, anyway, enough of that. Point is, I'm going to just play just with the standard rules. You can play however you want. And yeah, I need to get a female Pokemon, like, right now. Otherwise, Sage isn't gonna have a partner. All right, there are a lot of male Pokemon around here. Let me see if I can get a female Pokemon already. Yo! My frog! He needs someone to kiss him! Alright, he'll turn into a prince! Fletchling, huh? Nope. Not gonna be you. Alright, well I finally get something. Okay, there's a Pidgey. And another male! Oh, poor Sage! So there's no limit to how many times I can run into a same gender Pokemon for Gender Clause. Just Dupes Clause, I have a limit of 5, but these aren't dupes. They don't count. Oh, finally! Okay, so, female Pidgey. Let me try to weaken this thing. And hopefully catch it. Alright, here we go. Yeah! I got her. Nice. Okay, so I need to think of a name for her. Let's see. Common sight in forests and woods, it flaps its wing at ground level to kick up blinding sand. Alright, well, again, my naming theme is spices and herbs. So I'm gonna go take a look at my list really quick and find a good name for her, and I will see you in a moment. Alright, so after giving it a little bit of thought, I'm going to name her Caraway, which is kind of like a fennel seed. Pretty good. I haven't really had it much before. I know it's surely been in something I've had, but I can't think of the flavor off the top of my mind. But yeah, anyway, we got Caraway. Sounds like a good name for a bird. And naive nature. Wow, I got some fast-natured Pokemon. Alright, well that's wonderful. So, she's already level 4. That's actually really good. I might not even need to train her up that much. I need to fight against the first trainer guy, but I think we could probably go into the forest. Alright, well, let me heal up really fast here. And let's fight against the first trainer. Well, second trainer. I guess first trainer that isn't the rival, which you pretty much can't lose to. Shauna, why are you still there? Alright, Sage. Let's get out of here. We have a trainer to fight. Alright, so much grass. Okay, well, the good news about these faster Pokemon is they should be pretty easy to run away. Like, if I encounter a Pokemon, it's like, I don't want to fight that. Aw, Zigzagoon. Wouldn't have minded a Zigzagoon, but I don't get one. I got a bird. Okay, let's fight this guy. Alright, first kind of root trainer guy person in the game. Austin with the Zigzagoon. Well, you know what? I think between the two of us, we can take it out. What do you think? Caraway and Sage. But I don't think Caraway can do it on her own, so let's switch out for Sage, and hopefully he'll be able to do some damage to this thing. Alright. Hit you with some bubbles. And it's just gonna sit there and growl at me. Yeah, sure. Alright. Oh. You're just doing all the wrong things right now. You could have actually done damage, but no. Didn't even feel like it. Alright, well, have it your way then. Sage, level 8. Learn Quick Attack. And, yeah, Caraway even leveled up. Nice. Learn Sand Attack. We're learning attacks left and right. Wait, literally. Yeah. Alright, so that was pretty easy. I think we might even be able to hop into the forest. Let's go. I can get a new encounter here. And it's Shauna! Darn it, why did you have to be my first encounter? Ugh. Alright, so we're in basically a 3D version of Viridian Forest. If you didn't know that, by the way, now you know. Yeah, the Sandalwood Forest here. Wait, is it called Sandalwood? I can never remember. Yeah, Sandalwood Forest. Wow, it has been a while since I played. It is indeed laid out the same as Viridian Forest in Gen 1. Alright, so my encounter here, doesn't matter if it's male or female, because it's the start of a new pair, it's a Weedle. Talk about exciting, huh? Okay, well, we will go ahead and catch this thing. Every Pokemon can matter in a Wedlocke, even a Weedle. Although this is gonna be fun to train, darn it. I don't even think I'm going to bother until I get her a partner, which I won't be able to do until I've gotten through the forest. But we did catch her nonetheless, so that's nice. Alright, so we need to give a nickname to this little thing, who will eventually become a bee, or at least I hope so. Often found in forests and grasslands, it has a sharp, toxic barb of around 2 inches on top of its head. Alright, let me go consult my list and I'll be right back. All right, after giving it a little bit of thought, I think we're just gonna go with Nutmeg. Not really sure why. I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll just do that. Like, I was just looking at my list, and I just could not think of anything. And I know there's gonna be something super obvious. Wait, what did you say? Want me to heal your Pokemon, fool? You want me to do that, fool? I pity the fool who don't heal their Pokemon. And how does Shauna get to do this anyway? Oh man, I could have gotten a Scatterbug. I know. No point complaining about it, but we'll see. We will see. I don't recall using a Beedrill that much. I know I did in the Y Wonder Wedlocke. It did okay. I don't really feel like it had a full opportunity to shine or anything, but maybe Nutmeg will pull through after all. We'll have to see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see if we can get through this forest in this episode. I think we might be able to. I think so, maybe. Probably won't be able to fully train stuff, but I think we can at least get through here. There are a few trainers, but again, I don't think they're gonna be that tough. I might be wrong. We'll have to see. Okay. Oh, I don't want to get poisoned. That really stink right about now. So let's just get going. Alright, this guy, it's youngster Joey. Oh, wait. Shauna has to go play fetch first, of course. Yeah, give me that paralyze heal. Great, which might actually come in handy. Alright, let's fight against youngster Joey in the house. Come on, Scatterbug, let's powder this punk. Oh, you gonna powder me? You gonna powder me, youngster Joey? Oh, Joey. Alright, Whale. Fight against his Scatterbug that doesn't even know powder. How do you expect to powder me if you don't even know powder? That's disappointing, man. That is disappointing. Look at the look of disappointment on Caraway's face. She's like, you're not even gonna powder me, are you? No. Oh, man. Yeah, frog and a bird. There's an interesting pairing. Go figure. One thing I love about the Wedlocke challenges is just the art. All the clever art that people do. Fan art from the series. And it's always so enjoyable. It's probably the thing that keeps me going the most. Just because, like, people get a feeling for the characters of this adventure. And, like, just the moments that happen. We don't know what will happen at the very beginning of this. But, without a doubt, like, the characters will evolve, won't they? I mean, both literally and figuratively, too. It's always neat. I wonder who will end up sticking around throughout this whole thing. I know it's gonna be tough, though. That much I know. Let me just tell you, I have done a challenge with these same rules on Twitter, my personal Twitter, way back. And I didn't record it, I didn't do anything like that, but it was brutal. It was brutal. I had a total of 35 deaths towards the end. I know I've talked about this from time to time, but it was just so crazy. It's the most deaths I've had in any game that I've Nuzlocked or Wedlocked or anything, ever. And sure, you might be thinking, wow, you must really suck to have that many. Like, trust me, it was just one terrible death after another. A critical hit here, having to train up there. Can't use items in battle, alright? If you have never played a Wedlocke, not a Nuzlocke, a Wedlocke, without using items, yeah, you should probably do that before you say, oh yeah, you know, that's, you suck, because no, it is one of the most challenging things. Because, like, take this Pikachu, for instance. I can't switch out to my Weedle. There's not really a lot I can do, and both of my Pokemon right now are weak to Thundershock. Oh! And I can't heal in battle. So, I need to switch, and I don't even know what to do right now. This is exactly what I'm telling you, okay? I can't use a potion. I have to just kind of hope for the best. And I don't know. Oh, man. All right. Can I take this thing out, please? Okay. Well, thankfully it went for Growl for whatever reason, but man. Yeah. And there's not really a lot I can do about this electric type weakness until one of these two die. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge. And with the level limit, like, I can't over level, can't do anything like that. Oh, you know what? You'll heal me up. Thank you very much. But that was a lot of deaths. It was just crazy. It got so sad, too. Because trying to get through the game, I still can't believe I managed to actually do it. I don't wish I would have recorded it because, you know what? I don't think I would have stuck with it. It took, like, I think 100 hours or something. It was just so long. Because, like, I wasn't using the experience share. So every time something died, I had to train it up again, and that just took an eternity. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm prepared for that. We'll see what happens. We'll see how April's Fools go, right? And you might be wondering at this point, wait a second. Uploaded on April 1st. Name's April. Nickname's Fool. Yeah, you might have just gotten played. Oh, yeah. But you know what? If there's one thing that I've learned, it's that I like doing April Fool's jokes. Spoilers! But hey, you've watched this long into it, right? And even if you were skipping towards the end, you wouldn't have just heard this because it's not at the end yet. Just be like, wait, is this an April Fool's joke or isn't it? I'll tell you right now. Yeah, this is an April Fool's joke. You just got April Fooled. And if you don't know what an April Fool's joke is, on April 1st, people like to make jokes and usually post fake things or just kind of play with people. And yeah, that happened. However, before you hit that dislike button, I just want to say, hey, you know what? I know I said I wasn't going to be doing this. And yes, this whole thing was intended to be an April Fool's joke. But if there has been one question that people have asked me over and over again, it's, when's the next Wedlocke? When's the next Nuzlocke? Why aren't you doing them anymore? I have explained it a few times, and I just don't like the pressure of doing them. It's kind of tough trying to, think, oh man, one little mistake and everything just collapses. But at the same time, you know what? Pokémon X is one of my favorite games, and I have done this before. I don't think I'll actually win this. I don't know. But I'll tell you what. If you guys want to see me continue this, maybe leave a comment. Maybe hit that like button. I don't generally ask for it, but again, this is my April Fool's joke. I could have done something Sun and Moon related. I could have done something super clickbaity. I didn't. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, something great will come from this. Just like my Pokemon Yellow adventure all those years ago. So, if you want to see the continuation of this story, yeah, it might very well happen. But anyway, until then, hope you had a great April Fool's Day. And if you're watching this later in the future, well, now you'll know what happened. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and maybe I'll see you on the next episode of Marriland's Pokemon X Wedlocke. See you next time, chestnuts!